Hi, Amy. Can you hear me? Kelly, can you hear me? They're not responding, and when I type in, it just goes away.
The volume's working?
I don't know. Nobody responds.
Check, check. Seems like it's working.
It looks like it's working.
We're going with it.
Okay.
Anything I want to do today? No requests? Okay. I'll come up with something here. All right, take a nice seat. Close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take a few breaths. Let's play around. Lean back that little bit. Feel the weight start to balance over the sit bones. Feel the muscles running up the spine start to activate. Feel your shoulders settle back a little bit. Let your head and your throat slide back. Take a few breaths and feel how challenging this is. Sounded easy, right? Oh, lean back a little bit, sit up tall. It's really challenging. It's going against that path of least resistance, right? Like the extreme opposite of that. But that energy is going to try to dominate our whole day. We don't want to reinforce that now. Here we're trying to get ourselves, right, to that optimal place so that when we do get forced back into the yoga of life in those challenging positions, we know how to hold that space. If your chin fell forward and your shoulders rounded and your upper back kind of took off on you, just sit back up again, tall, and lean back again, and slide the shoulders and the head and the throat back. You just start reminding your muscles, right? Muscle memory. You're teaching them, no, this is where we need to be. This is the space that we need to be able to control. Is that going to be easy? Definitely not. But we practice. From listening to yourself breathe, to slowing down the beginning of the inhale and pushing more on the end of the exhale, to counting out the breath, right? 2 or 3 seconds for the inhale. Make the exhale the same 2 or 3 seconds. Maybe up to Ujjayi breath, where the air begins to rebound off the back of the throat. Find where you need to be with the breath. Feel the full breath in and the complete breath out. Let the breath turn to movement. On the inhale, let the arms lift. Let the exhale bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root as the heels of the hands lightly touch. And one time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. We softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. Let's start all fours, hands and knees. Hands are an inch or two in front of your shoulders. Knees are an inch or two behind your hips. Pointer fingers are straight forward or turned out. So what I mean by that is we just don't want this. We don't want them turned in this way. We can have them straight or we can have them turned out a little bit. Spread your fingers evenly. Curl your toes. Hug your shins into the midline. Pull your heels to your butt. Start to feel that energy coming up the legs into the hips. Hug the hands in towards the center of the mat. Feel the energy come up the arms into the shoulders and the chest, and the upper back. Slide the back of your neck towards the ceiling. Bring the chin to your chest just a little bit so your gaze is right across those fingertips. And now breathe. Low mountain. We're trying to hug all muscle into bone. This is an isometric engagement. We want to start getting these muscles under tension a little bit. Take a few more breaths. Feel those side bodies starting to lengthen and open. So from hips to armpit. And then when you're ready, work your cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly. Lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. Now stay with your breath. If it was 2 seconds to inhale, it's going to take 2 seconds to arch our back. If it's 2 seconds to exhale, it's going to take 2 seconds to round into our back, or whatever the length of your breath is. We'll do one more. We'll meet back in that low mountain, neutral position. Take a couple breaths. Walk the knees back, come to puppy dog. So puppy dog, hips are going to be up on top of the knees, arms are up overhead. Forearms are lifting up off the mat, inner biceps are lifting away from the mat. Forehead is off the mat, so you're sliding the back of your neck towards the ceiling. Now as you keep the arms lifting up, as you keep the back of your neck sliding towards the ceiling, soften your chest towards the mat. Pull the belly in, pull those shutters closed. Soften the chest a little bit deeper. So you don't let this happen where I lose the shutters. I want to be here. Shutters closed. And then look forward, TP the fingers on the right hand, thread that left hand underneath. Take the twist. Strong in the legs and the hips so that that left hip doesn't fall on us. Let this twist happen in the middle upper back. Maybe even start to peek up towards the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Pull those shutters closed. Then TP the fingers on that left hand. Thread the right hand underneath with the palm up. Do your best to bring the shoulder towards the mat or to the block if you want to boost up, or to the blanket. And then you could even take your elbow to the sky. As you peek underneath the arm, it'll give you a little more space. Let you take the twist maybe a little bit further. Next inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Take a breath here in that low mountain. Step back to plank. Back to downward dog. You could bend the knees on the downward dog if it feels good. You can swivel or pedal or wiggle a little bit, right? Just kind of notice where you're at. If you want to straighten the legs, keep them engaged as you straighten them. But in the upper body, we need to work this. So keep hugging the hands in and keep those forearms lifting away from the mat. Keep those inner biceps lifting up away from the mat. Slide the back of your throat towards where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. Now, as you push your hands down and forward, take your chest back towards your toenails. If you looked at your biceps, they should be lining up like with your cheeks or with your ears. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So you can stay low here. You can come up a little higher if that feels good to you, wherever you need to be. But everybody, the shoulders are back and they're down away from your ears. Lower your chest or back to chaturanga. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Maybe pedal the heels a little bit. So you take that right heel to the floor as you bend the left knee. Inhale it up. Exhale that left heel to the floor as you bend the right. And just work back and forth with the breath. Nice and slow. Balance both sides out. So if you started with the right, finish with the left. And come to that neutral position. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. After the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower the chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. And then find your space so you're high on the fingertips of the blocks. Keep the power in the legs. So keep pushing down and pulling that front heel back and the back toes forward. Keep hugging those shins into the midline. Pull the pelvic floor up. Pull your belly in. Pull your shutters closed. Now reach back out of your heel, forward out of your front knee, forward out of the crown of the head. One more breath. Place the hands down, step back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Stay with your breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. We always work on trying to soften this thigh down. You see how I'm lifting my back thigh up strong, but this one I'm trying to soften. And I'm trying to get it as parallel with the floor as I can. You know, usually on my first lunge, I tend to stay up on the blocks. And then as we work through, right, I try to work my way down and go a little deeper into the flexion. But you got to play where what feels good to you. One more breath. And then exhale the hands down, step back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward dog. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Keep taking the chest back towards the toenails. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Exhale your hands by the side. Inhale, take them up. Exhale by the side. Keep going. Stay with your breath. Tadasana and the rest of your body, right? Charge up those legs. Fire up that core. Yep, a little dynamic movement here through the arms and the shoulders and the chest and the upper back. One more. As the arms come up, pull the belly in, take those sit bones down, maybe curl back a little bit. Feel that peel come up your belly, up your chest, your neck, and your face. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the tops of your thighs. Sit back. Pull your belly in. Pull those shutters closed. If you're not sure where your shutters are, right here. They want to blow open, boop, and close them. Now keep pushing down the tops of the thighs. We're trying to persuade a little bit of space right up in here where the attachment is. Push down, rise up, take the arms up overhead. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Right hand grabs that left wrist. Take that little side bend towards the brick wall. Root down into that left heel, but then peel up above the waist. Inhale, come up. Exhale by the side. Inhale them up. Swap side two. So now we'll go towards the wall with the window and the door. Take the head and the throat back a little bit. Take the arms back even a little bit further. Yep. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Inhale them up. Curl back. The wider your arms are, the more accessible this would be. The closer they are, the more challenging this will be. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step the right leg back, lunge. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana, one crescent. So keep sweeping that back heel out. Feel that right hip start to draw forward. Pull back up from that pelvic floor. Pull your belly in. Pull those shutters closed. Reach up through your thumbs. Yep. Curl back into pose maybe a little bit. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Step forward. Keep the knees bent. Reach that left leg back. Make sure your hips width apart so you get the balance set up. When you're ready, inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana crescent. See, this wants to happen. The heel wants to fall in, and I want to lose the leg here. I got to sweep the heel out. Then I'm going to pull the hip forward. It's going to pull all the power into my hips. Then I can hold it here. Now I can go up. Then maybe I could curl back. Exhale the hands down, step forward. Swing the arms up, big reach. Sit back in the chair. So I don't let this happen. My butt doesn't go to the sky. It gently goes to the floor. That's too much. That's not enough. Find where it's at. Lift those arms. Sit back deeper. Charge those legs up. Belly. Shudders. Lift the arms. Sit back deeper. Charge the legs. Work it through the upper trunk. Lift those arms. Sit back deeper. Push down, rise up. Nice, y'all. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now keep the weight balanced in the feet. You could see I'm trying to get my hip, my knee, and my ankle to line up as compared to this, where my butt's going to be behind my heels, or this, where it's going to be in front. You should feel that in your feet. Work from your heel, and then stretch the outside of your foot forward so you feel that pinky toe mound root. Now widen your foot towards the midline and push that big toe mound down. Now feel those arches lifting up. You could pull that right up the insides of the legs. Look forward. Let this go now up into your spine so you feel your spine getting tall. You could even like drag your fingers back to you. It's going to pull your spine out of your waist. And now go ahead and dive a little deeper into the pose. Keep your arms plugged in. We worked on that a few weeks ago. So short arms here. Don't disengage because that's going to like stress those rotator cuffs. One more breath. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So here's where we flow a little bit. Stay with your breath. We'll meet back in downward dog. So we're going to work a couple forward to plank and back to downward dog. If you want to play a little bit further, you're going to take your right hand and move it in so it lines up like with your shoulder. Your left hand can go to your hip, or both hands are on the floor. Now inhale, come forward to plank and back to downward dog. Come forward to plank. Back to downward dog. Keep it going. We're going to do 10 total. So if you're working with the one arm, you're going to do 5, and then you're going to swap. If you're playing with the 2 arms, you're going to do the 10. Stay with your breath. After your 5, as you push back to downward dog, lower your left hand down, line it up with like the outside of your shoulder, and then you can bring that opposite hand to the hip. If you're learning how to do this, you keep this other hand in front like TP the fingers, like this. So I'm not putting full weight into it. I'm just giving myself a little support. If I feel like I'm at my hip, same awesome as if you have 2 arms down, right? You're just playing where you feel good. When you get back after that 5th one, that's where I'm at. Both hands to the mat. Go back to your neutral position. Look forward, bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up. Take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Mountain pose, right, with a little shoulder stretch. So charge those feet up, those legs. Work up that from that pelvic floor. Then fill the ribs first. Now take the shoulders back. Maybe take the arms away from your back a little bit. Get into the forearms and biceps. That chest a little bit deeper. Take the head and the throat back. Exhale, release. Swing the arms up. Bring that right hand behind your back. Left hand to your elbow. Keep your hips from going forward. They're going to try to do this. You got to keep it back this way. Even if you lean forward, that's okay. This is a better look than this. We need to keep this back. This we can change by pushing our head back in our forearm and now working in our spine to stand up tall rather than in our hips. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Swap side two. That's it. Strong in the legs. Keep that sacrum, right? Top of your pelvis, working back to the wall behind you. And feel that the lift here comes like between your shoulder blades, but head to butt, like north to south. Exhale, release. That's a lot of work. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Remember, if you're going to stay dynamic, you're going to inhale, look forward, charge the legs, lengthen the spine on the inhale, and then exhale, fold a little deeper. If you're holding a little more static, just stay where you're at, and it's a little less movement, right? You're still taking the pose a little bit deeper when it feels like the body's opening, but you're just staying a little more static. It's not a right or wrong. One more breath. And then bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Walk your hands to the inside of that right foot, spin the back heel down. Now stick your butt back like you're sticking your left butt cheek back to the brick wall. That's the thigh back. Now climb the elbow to the knee. You could still keep the thigh back. Pull the belly button in as you come up a little bit taller. Still got that thigh back. Plug the arm in, sweep the bicep up along the cheek. Still got that thigh back. Right? That's what we're going to work from. Now start opening the inside of that right thigh. So you can go sit bone to heel, and or you can sweep the heel towards the wall with the window and the door, and or you can persuade it open a little bit with the elbow. If you want to take the hand down to the block or the floor, go for it. If you want to rotate open, you pull the belly in, you pull those shutters closed. You take the top of the ribs back, and the bottom of the ribs come forward. One more breath. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Push the front leg straight. Spin the toes so they're facing the wall over there with the window and the door. Take the arms up overhead and then fold, wide-legged forward fold. Now you have your toes just turned in a little bit here. Then look forward and lengthen the spine. Now keep the engagement in the legs so you're hugging your arches into the midline. Keep the engagement in the upper back here for just another breath or two. And then go ahead and fold into the pose a little deeper. And you got some options. Some of you are going to want to walk your hands like you're going to turn external rotation. So turn your arms out. Then you're going to walk your hands back so that your heels of your hands are in line with the heels of your feet. Some of you are going to want to stay out front, whatever feels good to you. But don't lose that engagement. Don't lose hugging the arches into the midline. Keep pulling the energy up the legs. One more breath. If your hands are behind you, inhale, look forward, walk them out in front. Then walk your hands towards your right foot. Spin those toes forward in the back, heel up. Downward dog. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Take the chest back towards the toenails. And breathe. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Now walk the hands to the inside of that left foot and spin the back heel down. Have the heel in line with the arch. Stick your butt back so that your right sit bone's going towards the wall with the window and the door, or your right butt cheek. Now climb the elbow to the knee. Yep. Then plug the arm in. Pull your belly button in as you come up. Yep. Sweep the arm up if you're not there, or whenever you're ready. Now feel what it's like to hold the power in the legs. Then if you want to extend the pose, the arm goes down to the floor, or you rotate open a little bit. You look up into your arm, settle your face. Yeah. One more breath. And then inhale, come up, warrior two. Then push your front leg straight. Turn those toes towards the wall with the bricks. Take the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. If you want to take your hands, turning them out again and bringing the heels in line with the heels of the hands in line with the heels of the feet, go for it. If you want to interlace your hands behind your back, go for it. Whatever feels good. Keep hugging those big toe mounds into the midline and sweeping the inner heel out. Keep the spine long and go deeper in the pose as you go deeper into the flexion of the hip. That will be then in the backs of the legs and up the spine. Inside the thighs are stretching as well. One more breath. Then inhale, look forward, walk the hands out front, release the hands if they're behind your back. Then walk your hands towards that left foot, spin the toes forward and the back heel up, downward dog. Don't lose your chin to the midline. It's going to try to fall. Keep sliding the back of your throat to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. You're going to feel the muscles in the back of the neck engage. And breathe. The more you take the chest back towards the toenails, the easier this is going to get. Not easy, easier, because you're going to get the weight into the legs. Keep breathing. Here we go. Come forward to plank. Keep reaching out of your heels. Maybe reach the right leg up. Take it to the outside of your mat. Touch the toe. Lift it up. Go across your left leg. Touch the outside of the mat. Come back in. Lower that right foot to the floor. Lift the left leg up. Maybe take it to the outside of the mat on the left side. Touch the toe. Lift it back up. Come back in across that right leg. Touch the mat or the outside of the mat. Back up, in, lower down. Keep breathing. Keep pushing down. Keep lifting up. Come on, we're there. We got like 5 seconds left. Keep breathing. Shit's getting real right now. You're feeling the shake. Yeah, that's where we want to be. And then exhale, lower your knees. Take a break. Nice, y'all. Grab a drink, wipe your face, whatever feels good. Nice, y'all. Then let's meet in hero's pose. So as you go down into hero's pose, you take your thumbs and you push them between those heads of those calf muscles. You're going to push the outside one away. Then sit back between your heels. Unsickle your feet, so you turn them out a little bit. And you're going to feel like you could get back, you get down a little bit lower. If you don't get your butt to the floor, no problem. Just take the blanket or the block underneath you and boost up a little bit. The space between our knees will all be different, but everyone will have the outsides of their shins parallel with the sides of their mat. Flick your toenails into the mat. Hug your shins in so it feels like you lift up. Now you can stay here. If you want to take your hands behind you, just take your hands behind you like this. And just lean back just a little bit. We're just going to try to get rid of the hip crease. Some of you are going to lay back, okay? But to get the magic here is just to come from flexion back to extension. We're happy here. If you want to lay back a little further, go for it. So you'd go belly button in, so you take a big breath. If you're going to try to lay back, here's the trick. You're going to charge your legs up. Then you're going to breathe up out of your waist with a big inhale. Now exhale, I'm going to go belly to spine, pubic bone to the ceiling, or sit bones to the backs of my knees. It's going to neutralize my pelvis. It's going to fill in my low back. Then I can go back a little bit further. Then I can do that again. Now belly to spine, pubic bone to the ceiling, and I can lay back a little further. That's how I keep it out of my lumbar spine. Nice, y'all. You have to adjust the pelvis. Now, if we were really going to go back for everyone here, I would have done a couple more quad charges with y'all because this is a pretty deep pose. But some of y'all can get this. It's accessible, right? Some of us that this is tight, we're going to be real happy here. This is success, right? We're doing it. One more breath. Inhale, come up. All fours. You want to inhale, come up, keep hugging in. Yeah, keep hugging and keep your belly in. So like, from all fours, just reach one leg back. So, you know, I know that we talk about this in yoga all the time. On the inhale, your belly comes out. On the exhale, your belly draws in. When I'm practicing, for I want to say 99% of the time that I'm practicing, I'm drawing my belly in. It's in. It's not here. It's here. I'm hugging it in. Am I like, swap the legs? Side two, yeah. Am I like fifth gear pedal to the metal? Like, no. I'm like second gear, right? I'm hugging it in. I'm controlling it. What is what? It's gonna keep everything safe and engaged. So like when we're in that pose, right? There is a part, lower the knees down, just meet all fours. There is a part where you want to settle the pose, right? So when you lay back, you were like, you want it to like be calm and chill. But that doesn't mean we're unengaged. There's still muscle energy, right? It's just you're trying to bring organic energy in there as well. You're trying to bring both together, right? But balance isn't always equal, right? So you have to overweight balance sometimes. You might have to be a little more muscle energy or a little more organic. But that's the idea. They're still both there. That's how you keep yourself safe even in those deeper poses, right? There's still a connection here. Because I know we talk about breath a lot in yoga, and we always say, inhale, your belly comes out, and exhale, it comes in. Yeah, if like you're not doing anything, you're just sitting here, right, like meditating, then that's going to be a good thing. But if we're in a physical position, right, that we got to keep ourselves safe, we got to be a little bit here, right, and holding that core. I'm saying belly, but it's really like you're hugging your core, right? All right, let's go all fours, hands and knees. And then step back to plank. So here's one of those moments, right? You feel your belly drawing in. It can't go any other way. Because if it does, this is going to happen. And that's not going to feel too good. So we got to keep that in. Now this is an easy one because it's driven with muscle energy, right? Now push back, downward dog. It's a little more challenging, and so we'll tell you what, we'll do a pigeon. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, pigeon. So I would like my shin to be a little more parallel with top of the mat. With my bad knee, I just can't get it there. So I'm going to be on a little more of an angle because it's going to make it accessible for me. But I'm still going to make sure that my knee is wide to the outside of the mat. Now, push down and hug in. So here's one of those moments, right, where this pose really demands this much muscle energy. There's a lot, right? So if you want to take your hands off the mat, you should be able to take your hands off the mat. Now, if we go into a fold, do we want to lose any of that muscle energy? No. But what's going to try to happen? It's going to try to dissipate a little bit on us. So you got to, if you're going to fold, pelvic floor, belly, right? Then start to fold. And then notice, did I lose my legs? The first thing I do when I fold in this pose is I re-hug in. Because I'm like, I know I'm going to lose a little bit. So I just keep hugging in. And now you can feel how, yeah, that organic energy wants to dominate this pose. You want to just collapse to the floor. But you know that's not the pose. The pose is actually driven in muscle energy. So refine it. Just push down and hug back in. So front knee back and back knees forward. Pushing down is top to bottom. The front knee back and the back knee forward is front to back. And then side to side, you're hugging your shins and you're hugging your forearms into the middle. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand. Grab your ankle, your foot, or your strap. You can have your hand here on the floor. You can be on your block. You could be on your thigh. Work the quad stretch. Keep dragging that back knee forward. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine. Draw the heel to the sit bone. One more breath. Watch the boing as you release. Nice, y'all. Place the hands. Lift the hips. Reach that right leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then exhale, lower it down. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Pigeon. Hug in. Breathe forward. Maybe fold. And then notice, did I lose any of that muscle energy and that power that I need for the pose? If I did, I'm just going to reignite it. Notice here, your belly's drawn in that little bit because you got to control the upper trunk. Otherwise, this is going to happen. We're going to just collapse, right? Collapse has no control. Soften or fold, they have control. Couple more breaths here. Nice opener in the back of the hip and all down the back of the leg here. And then inhale, come up, place the hands, take a breath. Bend that right knee, reach back with the right hand. Take another breath. Start to hug the knees in, feel the lift. You're going to feel like you lift up from the floor. Pull the belly button in. Feel that low back fill in. And then draw the heel towards the sit bone to get that quad stretch. One more breath. Watch the boing. Place the hands down. Lift the hips. Unwind that left leg, reach it back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Lower it down. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. All right, grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. If it's not your day to invert, you know you can always go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you. If you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your back. Bend your knees, interlace your hands behind your thigh as you reach your heel to the sky. Take a bunch of breaths, and then you can swap into side two, or you can do a pose that feels good to you. If you're at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert, right? Do a pose that feels good to you, or go legs up the wall, whatever you want to work. Handstand, headstand, tripod, pinches. Anything you want to play with like that, you can work on your own. I'll talk everyone into downward dog and L pose, okay? So if you want to stick with me, we'll meet all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. If you want to go on your own, whenever you're ready, all right? If you're going to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, take a couple breaths. When you're ready, lift the knees and the hips, short downward dog, step one foot up the wall, then the second foot up the wall. Nice, y'all. If your knees are bent, you're in downward dog inverted. If your legs are straight, you're in L pose. Nice, y'all. Awesome. In an inversion, do you ever lose your belly? Nope. Right? Here's one of those poses that you really feel that belly is drawing in the whole time because there's no opportunity for it to let go. Right? This is a really powerful pose. Got to keep hugging in. They're all powerful in their own right? Some of them are driven, remember, more in muscle energy. Some are driven more in organic, but there's always going to be the two, right, within. Give yourself about another minute or so. Take your time. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And then when it feels better, it's, you know. It's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, to me, I find that to be tough in my practice. And I really have to, like, control myself. Because for me, especially with athletics, and, you know, this is yoga's movement and some kind of athletics, I want to push. I want to go to that edge. I want to keep moving it, right? That's just the way that I like to be in those moments. But yoga reminds me, like, no, this isn't your moment for that. And that's okay. It's actually better that I know that I've learned that, right? And I can say, no, that's not my moment for this. My moment will come again. It will be there again for me. It's just not right this one, right? That's like a good lesson to learn, right? That's why like yoga is more than just us doing our asana, right? It moves with us. And I always say, like, into the practice of life,
because that's the shit, those are life lessons, right, that you learn here on the mat. Like, now I'm pushing too hard, man. I got to back off a little bit. All right, we invert it out. We look it. So let's go on our backs. I tend to keep it pretty classic in the back bends here in the morning. So supported bridge, we'll do wheel, and then we'll do some variations out of them that you want to play with. We muscled up a little bit, so feel free to maybe kick a leg out in your bridge or your wheel, or in your erdva, do a couple push-ups, right? Play with what feels good to you. So let's start on our backs. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor. You can feel your heels with your fingertips so that you know your knees are stacked up on top of your ankles. Now go neutral pelvis. So that's going to be belly button to spine. You feel your belly engaging a little bit to get that to happen. Sit bones towards like the backs of your knees a little bit. Head and shoulders back. You can even robot your arms. Now charge those legs up. Core. Slowly lift the hips. Come to bridge. Take the shoulders under a little bit more. Wiggle them under. You might want to interlace your hands behind your back. If that's your flavor, go for it. Now notice how the shutters just want to blow open here. You got to keep control of the shutters. The front body does lengthen, all right? But it doesn't just blow open. It's very controlled as it opens. Some of y'all might remember there's a definition for that. It's called an eccentric engagement. It's where the muscles stay engaged as they lengthen. That's what we're trying to do. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down. Take the feet wide. Let the knees touch. One hand to your heart, one hand to your low belly. And go back to the breath. Even here, I feel my belly drawing in lightly so that I can feel my sacrum root to the mat. If I don't draw my belly in, there's nothing to push that back. So I draw in and then I feel that sacrum root, and that's where I know my neutral position is. Inhale, open the knees, reset the feet, number 2. Now this one I'll talk you first into bridge and then wheel. So set it up. Knees on top of ankles, legs are charged up. Sacrum is flat. Core is engaged. Head and shoulders are back. Slowly lift the hips. Now, if you're going to stay here, wiggle the shoulders under, interlace the hands, go for it. If you're going to go into wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat. Turn those hands out, plug those shoulders in, push down to come up. Then play with what feels good to you. Some of you might kick a leg out. Some of you might do a couple erdva push-ups. Some of you might hold. It's not a right or wrong. It's where you want to play. Natalie, did I just say you do a leg out with an erdva push-up? Stay engaged as you lower down. Take the feet wide. Let the knees touch. Stay on your breath. If your right hand was on your heart, left hand goes to your heart, opposite hand to your belly, and then open the knees and windshield wiper side to side. Next time the knees fall to the right, let them settle there. Pull your left heel to your left sit bone. There's that quad stretch, lateral quad stretch. You can go ankle on the outside of the knee if you want. Just remember, you don't want to push your knee to the mat. You want to persuade your knee forward in front of you. That way we get those fibers of the quads to stretch, and we don't just like manipulate those SI joints. Here's one, the belly has to stay drawn in, right? So that we rotate through the spine because we're in a twist here. It's a light twist, but we're still in rotation. Release the ankle if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Let the knees settle to the left. And then right heel to right sit bone. And then maybe ankle over knee. Go back back to the breath. Notice in a twist, it's not that same deep breath, right, that you get when you're not in the twist because you're closing off that space in some way as you rotate. So the lungs aren't able to expand as much. Release the ankle if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a nice stretch. Reach. Spread the fingers. Spread the toes. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Keep the knees together. Let the knees settle to the right for the twist. So now we're going a little deeper. You can always take the block between your thighs. That will help stack the hips up on top of one another. You can bring the block to the outside of your right thigh. That will bring the floor up a little bit higher. Then the belly draws in and the shutters close, and you feel that left shoulder root down into the mat. Stay active from your feet, up your legs, upper trunk, as you root that left shoulder into the mat. Sit bones are down here towards like your heels. Inhale, come back to center. Feel that change the pose. Then let's pause in the middle. Then let the knees settle to the left. You probably feel that one side twists a little bit different than the other. That's normal. Belly's in, sit bones down. What happens if your sit bones go up, like towards your back? Your belly button goes forward. We know we need the opposite, right? The belly button to the spine, so the sit bones got to go down. Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight, reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Then hug those knees to your chest. Take those knees wide. Come to happy baby. Knees are nice and wide so that they're wider than your shoulders. And as you draw those knees towards your ears, you get that nice opener inside the thighs, back of the hip. Feel free to reach one leg out or both legs out. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation. As we let the legs stretch out, let the feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides. Feel as the palms turn to the sky, the open palm. The shoulders are going to settle back. Let your head rest back. Maybe let your eyes close. Allow the tongue to soften from the roof of the mouth. The body get heavy. The mind turns back to the breath. Lets the exhale clear and remove and make space. And the inhale to draw in something new, the change. We let the heart open. The heart's what moves the practice into the yoga of life, the practice of life. say the mind wants to do everything. The body wants to do nothing. And it's the heart that brings the balance. To recognize those moments that we need to push the edge a little forward, or we need to back the edge off. This is how we grow in our practice. We grow in life. We learn what actions we need to apply, and what's going to be the result from those actions. We know if we need to go a little deeper, we just take another breath. We reset the foundation, we engage, we re-express the better version, the best version that we have. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feeling the breath as it washes over the body from your toes to your fingers, the crown of your head through your heart. We reawaken that better version of ourselves. Taking our time, moving slowly and consciously. Fingers and the toes wiggle. Maybe the arms and the legs begin to stretch or reach or move in a way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly and consciously. You're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest and just roll to the right side. Push your hands down as you come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. One more time to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Crew, good to see everyone. You know, if you have any questions or anything, grab me before you go. Tomorrow, we are downstairs, okay? So I think they have 15 slots open. I believe 20 can fit. They left a couple in case there's some walk-ins. So if you weren't able to register, there will be some extra spaces. I will squeeze as many as we can get in. That's just for tomorrow. Saturday, we'll be back to up here. You're welcome. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, it's not really been feeling good the past couple weeks. It's been feeling shitty again. I don't know. I guess I'll go next week. This week I think would be 3 months for my cortisone. So I'll probably go get one more, and then I'll see what happens from there.
Did you already get an MRI?
Yeah. He's like, it's not really that bad, but it doesn't feel good at all. It feels like shit.
It sucks. Yeah.
It sucks. Right, and now, like the past, maybe week or two, it just feels like it's swollen again. Like there's just, you know. That's exactly. And then it doesn't want to bend, and like you feel it. Yeah, that's what I'm at. So, I think the cortisone might help one more time, but that's it. Then I have to make another decision. So, but I'll do it one more time. Yeah, he made it.